President Trump wants to be one of the greatest presidents ever. That's his objective. And he's not going to get there by throwing the economy and into a recession and the stock market into a bear market. And we're verging on both of those now. So we're getting close to the line in the sand where I think his negotiations will kick into gear and will be more productive than what we've heard recently.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Cathie Wood, a visionary investor discussing the nuances of the rolling recession. In this video, she'll explore market shifts, innovative strategies, and practical insights. Watch to uncover her analysis.
Bitcoin to gold. Gold has had a good run against Bitcoin. Bitcoin did very well relative to gold in 23 and 24, but not so this year. Nonetheless, we do think over time Bitcoin will appreciate relative to gold. And as you can see, it has not broken the uptrend line. Here is the S&P price relative to gold. This is an indicator that Charles Gov of GovCal is monitoring, and he would not be surprised to see the S&P fall as it did in the 70s relative to gold. We would be surprised to see that, especially if we're right on all of the productivity and pent-up demand that fiscal and monetary stimulus should unleash during the years ahead, and the productivity gains associated with it. On the other hand, he would have expected this metric to go down as well, but it is not. The S&P is holding up relative to oil. Oil, of course, is capitulating recently, as I mentioned, because of Saudi Arabia's recent decision. And just a few more charts here. 10-year Treasury yield. We did break the downtrend, and that was a 40-year downtrend. Probably in COVID got to too low of a level, and we would not be surprised to be in a range now for the next few years, 2.5% to 5% range perhaps. But if we see more deflation thanks to the new technologies that are evolving, we wouldn't be surprised to see it settle a little lower than 2.5. But clearly the burden of proof is on us on that one.
Bloomberg's senior commodity strategist, Mike McGlone, has stirred conversation with his bold claim that Bitcoin might lose zero. Recalling NASDAQ Composite's peak around 5,000 before the dot-com crash, McGlone draws a parallel with Bitcoin's historic rise to $100,000, suggesting a correction in risk-on assets might be imminent. According to McGlone, Bitcoin emerged from the market bottom following the global financial crisis, and it has since led one of the greatest risk asset rallies in history. The tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 recently tumbled over 6%, while Bitcoin held its ground, defying expectations. With U.S. stock markets losing trillions amid global economic uncertainty, McGlone sees a catalyst for a significant drawdown. Notably, even gold's impressive performance this year faced a massive drop, hinting that if Bitcoin continues its decoupling from stocks, the safe haven narrative might eventually prevail. It's a compelling perspective that invites further scrutiny. This insight challenges traditional market views, sparking vibrant debates.
It's logical if we understand who President Trump is. But as I've been going around, I've said not only is that our bet, but we're seeing other reasons for the tide to change here. According to the Atlanta Fed's GDP Now survey, the economy contracted almost 4%. That's real GDP growth sequentially at an annual rate in the first quarter. That's a big drop. Now, a lot of that could be imports ahead of the tariffs, and surely that is the case. The offset, though, would be a lot of them ending up in inventory, so there could be a lag there. I don't know. I would say that in the second quarter, the likelihood of a negative quarter is increasing here just because of the amount of uncertainty. Well, we know that about 30% of the labor force is probably wondering if it's going to keep its jobs, or the people in the labor force are going to keep their jobs. Federal employees, now that's not the biggest part of government, but there is a trickle-down effect to state and local, and even to quasi-government jobs in the healthcare and education space. And that would account for 30% of the labor force. Just wondering, worrying, and probably holding back on purchases until the outcome is clearer.
Crypto fans usually spend their weekends planning vacations or taking a break from the markets. But this Sunday feels different. Anxiety is thick in the air as a major warning spreads across social media. Tomorrow could be Bitcoin's own Black Monday. Arthur Hayes, former BitMEX CEO and well-known voice in the crypto world, is ringing the alarm bells. He's urging everyone to watch closely when futures on the S&P 500 open at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. This moment could set the stage for something major, not just for stocks, but for Bitcoin and the entire crypto market. Timing matters even more when you factor in Asia. As the U.S. markets wake up, Asia will already be deep into its Monday trading day. With Bitcoin barely moving this weekend, traders have little to no clues about where the market is heading next. It's a true standoff, a calm before what could be a very sharp storm. Hayes describes the situation as a fog of war, where everyone knows something is coming, but no one knows exactly what. Memories of past Black Mondays don't exactly inspire comfort. March 16, 2020, stands out as one of the worst days in market history, triggered by the panic around COVID-19. Some experts even claim it hit harder than the infamous crash of 1987. And while some Black Mondays are just painful blips, others have been the start of something much bigger, like the Great Depression in 1929. With the clock ticking toward Monday, the crypto world is holding its breath, hoping history doesn't repeat itself, or at least not too harshly. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.